Dude, so you guys know the commentator for Street Fighter Vicious?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about him? I don't know that much about that guy. I just know he does Street Fighter League.
Yeah, he's really cool. I stayed at his house once when we went to E3.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, shout out to LPN.
Oh yeah.
But I guess he started buying cards again too, or started buying them, and he's been doing like streaming the openings. And I think he's pulled 2 of the secret rare Charizard VMAX cards.
Oh, he's cracked.
Oh, he actually pulled them?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he pulled 2 of them, I think.
Wow.
And those are going for like $200 to $300 right now.
Holy, he's cracked.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, I need some of that luck.
Damn, that would pay for my like True Bill, dude. Buy one of the Pokemon, buy a pack real quick. Have somebody pay for my
if you have that kind of luck,
PG&E.
I'm gonna have to bring you around with me.
That's crazy.
If I go buy packs, I'm bringing Carl with.
Yeah, Carl, come on.
I got the luck, boys. Oh man.
All right. Welcome to the MWG podcast. This is season 3, episode 2. This is the 22nd episode overall. Today we have Sam back.
Yo.
And he's here to help us recap and discuss YuYu Hakusho. One of the...
Sam's a local anime expert, man.
Yeah, it's our anime expert in-house.
Shit, hardly. I got
The cry never stops.
I got just a little bit of knowledge.
I've seen the manga tabs open.
I think it's fair. Does anyone caught up with One Piece? Hajime no Ippo? Anyone with the obscure title, one single obscure title, dude? I think it's fair.
Excellent. But before we get into the meat of everything, as we covered a little bit earlier, Pokemon cards have just been going crazy lately. And Sam has a collection. I used to have a collection. Moss is collecting again. Carl, I'm not sure if you played as much.
When I was a kid, I love Pokemon, just like your usual gamer. I was more into the games. I did have a couple cards, but I definitely would have remembered if I had delved in deep into Pokemon card territory. I definitely didn't. I probably had like a pack or 2, and I didn't give it that much thought. All I remember is thinking like, man, these energy cards are trash. Like, what is this? Like, what could I do with it? That's all right? I was trying to get the shiny cards, the holographic cards, what I mean? Like that was.
Well, if you have double colorless, that was still pretty good.
ECE, man.
Hey, you remember getting the Pokemon movie, the first movie, dude? And it came with the Mew card. Yeah.
That card's worth no money now. That's so sad.
What do you mean, bro? It was shiny.
The ancient Mew.
I think there was a card.
It's garbage.
It was garbage.
I still have it.
You have to translate it to use it. It was like supposed to be some ancient hieroglyphic language. None of the attacks made sense.
You bust out the ancient text during the battle.
How's someone gonna tell if you're lying?
That's why it was the best card.
I'm just gonna take my word for it, man.
These guys take the word that they don't know what it does. You don't know what it does. You just make something up.
An ancient news Exodia for some reason.
All your bench Pokemon get KO'd once his Pokemon gets played.
And it takes no energy to attack.
It takes no.
Anyway, that was my experience with Pokemon cards. I still Pokemon cards are awesome. I always thought they're cool. I never really got into card collecting when I was a kid, but yeah, it's exploded as of recently.
Yeah.
And I really don't know why.
That's wild. Because I was like I was telling you earlier, like I was looking at the prices, and like I don't know what made me look them up, because I was cleaning my closet out and I found some Pokemon cards, and I was like, I wonder. And when I started looking at them, I'm like, what the heck? Like, they're selling for a lot, and then I don't know what happened.
Yeah. So, like I was telling you guys before, the day after the PS5 dropped, a new set dropped for Pokemon cards, and there's like a secret rare fat Pikachu in there that was selling for like $200, I think.
Wow.
And I think that's possibly like part of what helped, drive the craze of everybody going to go buy Pokemon cards again. But still, it's like, dude, what's going on?
What is happening?
Like, yeah,
you can't play right now. Nobody can go out. This kind of stuff. I guess they want to collect.
that is true too. But yeah, it was weird. Like, so around Christmas time, I was at Target, and this kid's mom was, I guess, doing the Christmas shopping, and they just kept grabbing like a handful of blister packs off the racks. I'm like, dude, that's so inefficient.
Should shove them out the way, man.
It does
feel. I wouldn't buy blister.
It does feel random. So I had to pull up an article here, and I'm seeing like other factors. Just, I don't know, pandemic, boredom, stimulus checks, childhood fantasies. Now, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like you ready to get the whole stimulus check, dude? Right?
I'm dropping the whole check on Pokemon cards right
You
now.
get good pulls.
Oh man,
I'm gonna be a
Dropping
Pokemon
everything.
master.
Get some good pulls. You never know, man.
Things coming
And
out.
you can play online.
Yeah, actually, online is really easy to get into because eBay, dedicated websites, you can buy a whole booster box for like $10.
oh wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
For the
it's
online
10,
codes.
yeah, 10 to 12, 10 to
That's
20
not
bucks
bad.
gets you a whole set. So
That's
That's why I
36
play.
packs.
yeah, no, 50 packs is $20 on some.
Oh, really?
sites.
That's more than a
Oh wow.
yeah, that's even more than a booster box.
Oh.
Because the box comes with 36 packs, and what it's looking like with the Sword and Shield sets, you're getting probably like 10 ultra rares.
Okay.
So it's like the VMAX V card and all that, the special ones. The ones that you really sell for like a couple bucks at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite thing though is you can trade the cards online, so you have the full experience. You rip people off, everything. Well, not
You
that I do.
You got the trades online? Uh-oh. Who's getting hurt?
I think I got screwed over on one of the trades, to be honest.
Happens,
Yeah,
man.
they have some bad ones on there.
Very volatile.
What was that?
Yeah, my bad.
Someone got the animes on the background, the research. Right? That's our main segment. You know, he's ready for. He's got the arguments on deck.
Oh, then, if you're ready, let's get started.
Oh, dude, it's one of the greatest anime, so.
What do you mean? My Hero is the greatest anime.
Why? Why?
As long as you don't
Right.
say
Man,
Bleach,
it was just crickets.
as long as you don't say Bleach, I don't mind.
I just no. What do you call it? No, I just no. That's because I remember I seen that Funimation poll on Twitter a while ago.
Oh my gosh.
We talked about this before. I think Sam was even in there and brought it up. Some people in threads are saying that's like the best.
That
anime.
bracket was so ugly.
They need to calm down.
That was one of the worst brackets of all time.
They need to calm down.
Man, I wish I bookmarked those tweets. I'm gonna go through those threads again and bookmark all those tweets.
I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but sometimes I think a
can still
lot
be
of
wrong.
the
No.
you can still a lot of the newer ones like a lot of the newer ones are people who didn't watch like a lot of the older ones, so like
Right.
they haven't been. That's just like that the era that we were kind of like brought into anime was like honestly like
Spirit Gun.
was really good. I almost said it. Was a really good period because it was like the older animes were like kind of still around and they were starting to phase out a little bit, and then we got introduced to the next era. And then, from there we just got to where we are now. We got to see like a very broad view of anime.
I think with anime is interesting because of how the animation has changed, right? So if you watch like Cowboy Bebop and then you watch like Demon Slayer, right, and you watch like the art, or and it's so different, and some people actually appreciate the aesthetic from before, and then they appreciate the aesthetic from now.
Yeah.
This is such a difficult subject because when a lot of people, they say the greatest anime, they'll be like, well, what do you value the most? Is it the plot? Is it the art? Is it overall? You know what I mean? And this is such a difficult subject. But yeah, I actually know people who I actually have a friend that won't watch anything pre 2010 or 2000 pre 2009.
Yo, he's wet.
I got a friend who actually don't watch anything pre 2009 because the animation's hella ugly. And
that's hella funny. So basically, that's when all the HD anime basically starts.
Yep.
Yeah,
2009.
Because Brotherhood,
so
Brotherhood should be around that time when it came out. Like that's like Brotherhood right there.
Yeah,
right? And that's when anime really ramped up the game. Like their animation.
So the other thing is, a lot of the availability of anime, it's changed so much. So, like when we were growing up, we were only, we had
Tsunami.
we had like a handful maybe of anime that we could watch. And it was all based on Cartoon Network.
Right.
So, like we had like a lot of the classics growing up. We had the Rurouni Kenshins and the YuYu Hakusho and the Inuyashas and Trigun, which is a show I never watched.
Oh no, you got to catch that one. That's
I haven't.
Jules is about to start Trigun.
I haven't even seen Trigun.
Oh, you guys got to catch it.
I've seen like the first few episodes. Vash is tight. He's an awesome protagonist. I just haven't seen it. That's all.
It's nice. It is nice.
Yeah, but yeah, I promise you guys though, if you show like someone, if you show a specific someone right now, like especially like a Gen Zer, just someone in this generation, someone relatively younger, like something older, and a lot of times what's awesome is that a lot of them tend to be open-minded, so they'll like it, right? They'll be like dude, the Cowboy Bebop's is popping, you know what I mean? We call it Trigun's popping. You know what I mean? A lot of the classic animes, right? Yeah. The original Hunter x Hunter, man, this is just as cool as the new one.
Yo, the original Hunter x Hunter, I think it's, if it actually would have went farther, I think it would have been a lot better than the new one. I really like the old one.
Right.
But yeah, like another thing too. So, if you let somebody watch One Piece from the beginning, you get to see the transition.
Yep.
From old school anime style to the newer HD. Right. This has been going on for so long.
I promise you, if you try to, but yeah, you ask someone younger right now, and they don't have, they don't have someone else like that has experience watching just older anime, they'll really tell you like, man, I look too old. That's hella ugly. Like, what is that? You know what I mean? Like,
wow.
Yo, Dragon Ball Z kind of overrated. Look, it's kind of ugly. I'll be like, hey, relax.
Not wrong, but
they're not wrong. But I mean, they're missing a whole, like, there would be no animes that they watch now without those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's true. Absolutely true.
So for you younger,
like gaming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for you younger listeners, YuYu Hakusho was about Yusuke Urameshi, basic, teenage protagonist. Don't want to do too many spoilers, but he becomes a spirit detective and he gets assigned. Or actually, should we even put a spoiler warning on this one?
No, we can't, because the whole thing we're gonna go over the arcs and stuff, and it seems like so
too bad for you.
Too bad for you. Go watch, stop the podcast right now. Press pause. Go watch Yusuke do some stuff. It's on a redacted streaming service.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta have Hulu. Dude. Come on.
See you in about 2 months.
Yo. Who's not paying us?
Hey,
Hey, no need to shout them out there.
you go to redacted streaming service. You go check them out. You go check it out.
Oh man.
Yeah, basically he becomes spirit detective and he goes on a lot of missions, and like a lot of the stuff that you see today started here in Yu Yu Hakusho, like tournament arcs, teams forming to go fight people, big
Former
bad villains.
enemies,
Godlike
former
antagonists.
enemies becoming allies.
Yep, exactly. That's Yu Yu Hakusho. You know.
Yeah, but
Man.
before we get into the story, I want to talk a little bit about the soundtrack because
Ooh.
it had some of the best openings and endings, like the mood music and everything.
Oh, the opening's all I needed, dude.
One Piece,
Yep.
or my bad, One Piece. Yu Yu Hakusho had one opening.
Oh,
That's how
I thought
good
I
it
had
was.
one.
Okay.
Oh.
It only
that's
had one
how-
opening.
Smile
The video changed,
Smile Bomb? Yep.
but the song's it was the same throughout the whole series.
Yeah.
That's how good that song is.
Wait, do you guys like the Japanese version more or the English version more? Of
They
Smile
both
Bomb?
sound good. Like, and you know what? I'm not like super critical about that, but like I enjoy the Japanese versions a lot more times than the English. But the English version of that opening slaps.
Oh no,
Oh, yeah.
that's facts. No,
It
that's
slaps.
actually it's facts.
One of the best anime openings of all time.
It's so good. Whoever sang that did a great job, because
Hell yeah.
if you ask me, I actually love both versions, but I do prefer the English version. Like, not that the Japanese version is bad. It's actually incredible. That's just me saying, like, this goes to show how well job the English singer did.
Yeah.
Like, that theme is just, the melody is just too good.
Even that anime in English is really good too.
Oh
Oh, yeah,
Like-
that's one of the few animes I'll watch in dub with no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I've never actually heard the Japanese anything for Yu Yu Hakusho. Only English.
Yeah, that's
Kuwabara's voice is too iconic.
That's because when you
yes.
hear Kuwabara's voice in English for the first time, you ask yourself, why would I even check out this?
His voice is super good in English.
It's so funny. Like, it never gets old.
You're a meshy.
It's all yeah. That's what it is. I mean, it's so funny. So I don't know who that voice actor is, but shout out to that guy.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
actually Vegeta's voice actor.
Really?
Yes.
He has
That's
the,
OD.
I've never heard. Has he even had another? Has he another role that sounded
Yeah.
just like Kuwabara?
Oh, not like Kuwabara.
No, I'm not talking
I
about.
don't think I've.
No, that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
think I've heard him do another role similar to that.
Yeah, because that VA is. I've heard him a lot. I think he's in My Hero. I'm pretty sure. He's in
Yeah,
My Hero.
I think he's All Might.
He's yeah.
I'm pretty
that's
sure he's All Might.
Yeah, that guy's
Um,
great. It's just, but that particular role of Kuwabara, like I didn't know it was that guy, and I just want to
Yeah.
know if he has any role similar to that, because that voice is so iconic. Like, I don't hear that voice and think anything else. Like, I can pick it out in a crowd. Like, that's how distinct. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, the freaking voice acting in that show is really good. Genkai and Frieza. Oh,
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
Dude,
that was
dude.
like the first time I was like, wait a minute, that's Frieza.
But yeah, I mean, speaking about the other music, yeah, the background music's pretty iconic too. It really sets the mood.
Yeah.
Really, yeah, for a shonen anime, it's very important that the music is very prominent. Stands out. You feel hyped with them, right? And there are, countless animes with incredible background music, but yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho nails it too, if you ask me.
One of them, like every time you hear it, somebody's about to like power up.
yeah. What's that? You know what I'm saying? It's like Yep. That's it. Toguro. Well, we won't get into that. Let's not jump ahead.
Hey, jump the gun.
Let's not
real
jump
quick.
ahead. Yeah.
Yoda, what do you call it? The moody music in Yu Yu Hakusho? You know, when things got a little emotional, when Keiko start crying, and then you got that music's pretty good too.
The piano
Yeah.
coming in. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, classic.
They nailed it.
You making me want to go back and watch it.
Hey, you should.
I might have to go back and watch that thing again.
It's a classic, man.
If
Mhm.
you
It's not too long either.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
if you ask me, the opening, I personally enjoyed the beginning of the show, but after having seen the whole thing, I think it's fair to say it starts out not super slow, but kind of slow, right? It just
It is.
you kind of don't know the direction it's going from the beginning. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we've all seen it, so we do, but like having not seen it yet, and this is your first time watching it, yeah, it's a little slow. Not
Yeah.
not it's not that slow, but but you're in for a surprise. I gotta say.
You have like
The first couple
Yes.
episodes are pretty slow.
it sets a pretty good like you have no idea of like where it's gonna go
Uh-huh.
until like it starts going off, and then it's just like, okay.
Uh-huh.
I was mad the first time. I was like, wow, why are they doing so much suspense? It's only the first couple episodes.
This man dead already. What's going on?
Yeah.
Like it's over.
And like Keiko's got to go and kiss him, and it's like she won't go, and it's like, what's wrong with you?
Oh, I remember
Bring
that.
this man back.
I remember that episode. That was suspenseful, man. Remember she had to get back in time, right?
Yeah.
And the time was racing. You're like, bro, hurry up.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, it said it. The beginning definitely does a good job of establishing the settings, some of the characters, and just like what they're like. And yeah, and then you see what kind of character that Urameshi is immediately, right? Like you're like someone who's just underachieving, someone with someone very cynical, and he's he could be very cold sometimes in the beginning, and yeah, and I think it did a good job of just setting up the getting the ball rolling.
Yeah.
But when I rewatched it, I skipped the first 5 episodes. I don't need to do this again.
No, it's good, Naj, because you got me at rewatched it. See, if you hadn't watched it before, it wouldn't make sense. But
Yeah.
you already get the gist. You know what I mean? So I think it's fair. Yeah, that's all right. Oh man.
So
Yeah, so after he gets, revived, and they introduced Botan.
Oh yeah, from the get-go.
Botan.
Yes.
Oh, Botan.
First anime crush.
I'm glad somebody said it.
No shade, man. Like, she was just so cute, everything.
It was the blue hair, right?
It's the blue hair.
I'm gonna say I'm just gonna assume it's the same thing in Japanese, but I think my favorite part is I actually just like how formal she is. That's attractive to me even in real life too. So like I just think it's funny. I thought it was funny how formal she is. Even when meeting Yusuke, and even when she's like she'd be frantic, she'd be sounding like mad formal, like super educated, and it was super funny. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, we could do the waifu tier list rating later. Genkai on top.
Yeah, he's like Genkai on top.
Genkai on top.
Genkai got a whole
Genkai.
got
You
a whole property, bro.
Yeah, you got Bisky from Hunter x Hunter up top too. Oh yeah, that's it. This is good.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
But like the show started off really good with the first couple arcs, because there wasn't like the power level. He was still weak,
Uh-huh.
and that made it more interesting to see him fight. And he wasn't just walking in.
Right. He didn't have plot armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just OD from the get-go.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he always beat Kuwabara.
And then Kubara is basically Goku and Vegeta, except Kubara doesn't really measure up to Vegeta strength-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strength-wise to Yusuke.
Uh-huh.
We'll get one of the other characters is more Yusuke's level, but he's not. We ain't talked about him yet. We'll get there as we go on.
Yeah, no, Yusuke would get bodied. Kind of, hey, Yusuke Rando, he got bodied. Hey,
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember that fight.
Yep.
Now I'm just looking at it. He got bodied, and he went on some RNG type. I forgot. I remember that fight. Now I remember watching it like last year or like middle of last year or whatever. I was watching it and thinking like, wait, he lost this. Why he went on some BS? What's going on? Hey, Rando was like Krillin wannabe, right? The Krillin clone. Am I right here? I feel like I'm.
Well, I mean, he did have the
bald. Yeah, I'm talking about
head.
appearance. Yeah, I'm not talking about the but he kind of looked like he was bald. I just remember that. But yeah, he got bodied. Did not have the plot armor.
Dude, I'm trying to remember like the first couple fights.
Oh, okay. So like the first fights.
But I remember him being extra lucky.
Yeah. It was like some really weak, like, oh, this guy's possessed.
Oh, Rando, okay.
Yeah.
Little monk guy. Gotcha. I remember now.
Didn't he fight Kurama and Hiei before that?
Yeah. He has to do get the artifacts and all that.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he goes on to that's like his first mission, and then he goes on to do the training with Genkai, basically.
Right.
Yes.
Because he didn't beat Kurama, if I remember right.
No.
No. Kurama was on some. He was on some motherly.
Was on
motherly plot line.
Big brain, big brain motherly sacrifice.
He's too sophisticated to be brawling with these hoodlums. He has some other stuff going on.
Are they Genkai training?
Yeah. So first he does first mission to get back the 3 sacred items or whatever they are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot who he fights first, but it's like some buff dude, I think, and he doesn't really do much.
Yeah, there were three. There were 3 guys. It was Kurama, Hiei, and I forgot the other guy.
The buff guy.
The buff guy. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, that was his power. I'm super buff. Don't mess with me, Yusuke.
Just gets hurt.
Oh man.
But yeah, Genkai, dude. Like after that, so the first arc, we meet Hiei and Kurama, so we might as well introduce them too.
Yeah.
So when we mentioned earlier that they partner up with former villains, Kurama and Hiei end up helping Yusuke and Kuwabara multiple times throughout the series, and eventually they just become the core unit.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, because what was it? After Genkai, they went to that spirit castle or whatever
to save.
Yeah, after Genkai, they do the Saint Beast.
Yeah, Saint Beast. That's what it was. That was a good one because Hiei would not stop bullying Kuwabara.
Oh, that was classic.
Oh,
that was pretty funny. Yeah,
the cool fight's like a tiger, right?
Yeah, he does. I don't remember his name, but Kuwabara
does
energy
tiger.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's where we see Kuwabara. We see the Kuwabara sacrifice. The Kuwabara.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Does he have the sword yet right here?
I think that's where he gets the sword.
He gets it.
Yeah, he gets the sword.
It shows like oh sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say he kind of randomly discovers it during the Genkai training thing. The little tournament, and then once Yusei comes back after the training, then he knows how to like call it on will.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like the handle. That's where we see like that Kuwabara is like Kuwabara has Yusuke's back. Like like 100%.
Uh-huh.
I don't think there's a better partnership. Only Goku and Vegeta.
Only yep.
Meanwhile, you got Hiei here on the anti-hero strats. Hiei's motives the entire time is just like in my head the whole time I was thinking like, man, this guy on the low loves these guys. This man is always around. He always finds a way to make his way back, acting like he's too cool. But yeah, he never changes. He's literally the same. I mean, he's the same. I mean, well, I think towards the end, he's a little more outward about how he feels. Just a little bit. I'm not talking about a lot, but compared to like the very beginning, he's very cold. So
like he smiles once. That's that's character development.
Yep.
Yeah, that's EA, but people like seeing the anti-hero. You know what I mean? Like they like seeing someone, have a change of heart. Like Vegeta. Vegeta's like the same thing. Like, right? Very cold, and then eventually you meet a woman, and then you wear pink shirts. You wear pink shirts. Right? In EA's case, he has his sister, which we'll talk about in a little bit. He has a sister, and then he just meets a group of guys that just, hey, I like these guys.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
Saint Beast was good because the final fight, Yusuke, it wasn't free. Like none of Yusuke's fights were free.
Oh yeah, he was struggling. He was struggling.
Even after training and all that, he could not land a hit at first.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the spirit gun?
Oh yeah,
the spirit gun has been tight since they introduced it. I've always thought it was cool, and it just gets better and better throughout the series. And it's such a simple move too. Like there's nothing complicated about it. Yeah, I mean it's his trademark.
Yep. So he went. Was that? Was it start out like he takes him? He guys to charge it. He's got to charge up spirit energy. And it's just like a one shot. Yo, how many? He was limited too, right? He
was limited to one for like, I think up until either this, after the Saint Beast or the Dark Turn. Might have been the Saint Beast. Would have been 1-2. They will start firing 2 again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely limited, so he couldn't just be doing it all. He could be doing it for free and be like, "Oh yeah, I'll just bust it out," Like he
grew stronger because what was it? I remember seeing like he would count on his fingers how many shots he had left, and you see the spirit bullets just shining.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we could say everybody's weapons too. So Yusuke had the spirit gun and just street brawling, just straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Hiei had the swordsmanship at first, and then he did the power up in the tournament arc. He was just
kind of broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't been broken. He was ridiculous.
He just kind of starts off as broken.
Yep. They did have the Jagan, the eye.
Yep, hit the Jagan eye.
Oh, the Jagan eye, yeah.
I think he uses the Darken Flame like his fight with Yusuke, right?
Oh, I forgot. The very first. You talking about the first time?
Yeah, I think the first time they fight, he uses it.
Yeah. Just started tapping into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he lost to some what do you call it? He lost to some reflect shields. So you remember that? Where Yusuke was on the ground and he pointed his spirit gun at like one of the artifacts and it bounced back. How he ain't gonna know about that?
Hold on.
That's gimmicks. That's kind of gimmicks.
Yeah, Kurama with the rose whip. With the rose.
Yeah, the Kurama is so sick. I've been a big fan. I think I do like Kurama more than like Hiei. I like all the characters obviously, but yeah, Kurama with the rose whip, man, he just it was finesse.
Yeah.
So dude is so smooth. Oh man, let's see. Virus. So what exactly does the Jagan Eye do? Do you guys remember? I forgot.
It gives him like telekinesis. It gives him telekinesis and like some other stuff that he can do. Like when he activates it.
Okay. Yeah.
He can fly. He's got telekinesis. I don't know what else.
It
I
helps
can't
him to
remember what else he did.
see something. I think it helps him like
Everything, right?
track. I think it helps him like track demon energy better
Mm-hmm.
because I think it was specifically for him to help find his sister.
Yeah.
Well, it seems to be the base of his abilities. I just looked it up and I just see this long
I think
list.
it like increases his demon energy too. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
telekinesis, telepathy. He's got mind control.
Oh.
He's got a lot of stuff. And then ultimately, right, you go down the list and ultimately you see the energy manipulation, demonic fire manipulation, which eventually it comes to fruition during the tournament.
Yeah.
So
Although
they
we keep
go.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say like they go on to rescue what's her name, Yukina.
Yukina?
Yeah.
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 And that's when
And we get introduced to
That's
the Tagoro
when-
brothers.
The Tagoro brothers.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Shizuru. That's another discussion.
Oh man.
I don't think there's a better villain
The-
during that era, at least.
yeah, the Tagoro brothers become one of the main villains for a little while. For a big while, actually.
Mm-hmm. From this on to the next saga, basically.
Yeah.
Younger Tagoro was a menace from the beginning. I remember watching that arc and not thinking too much. And keep in mind, I had never seen Yu Yu Hakusho, so I had no idea what to expect. And they were rescuing. They're on that mission to rescue Yukina, and when they introduced the Tagoro brothers, I wasn't sure whether or not this was just like they were the antagonists for that particular arc, or if they were going to be long term. But once you saw younger Tagoro he was washing Yusuke, I was like, oh man, I was like, we seen this guy later.
Oh, the man was like, I'm only gonna use 15%.
Oh yeah, and he was just
Yeah.
he was hurting this man.
That was wash. I was like, oh, it's bad.
There were so many, arguments at school. Oh man, but Tagoro at X% would beat this guy. Because he was like one of the first villains who be showing up and talking about, I'm only going to use
Yep.
certain percentage of their power.
You're not worth me using more than this amount of strength.
Yeah.
And he'd do something crazy like blow somebody up in one punch.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah, he'd be doing stuff like that. He was like, y'all stone boys, is 15%. And I'll be like, what? I'd be like, this man has to be
like flicked somebody and their head exploded or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember Tagoro being ridiculous.
Yeah, he was. And it, not to jump too far ahead, but we find out some stuff after with Tagoro.
Oh yeah, we do find out some stuff that even I didn't know. I was not aware.
And it just kind of flips everything. Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
So then it goes. I think that the Dark Tournament.
Yeah, that's when they get forced to join.
Forced to join. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say, guys, I love tournament arcs. I'm never gonna get tired of it. I just love competition in general, and I love when not just them developing their abilities, but I love when they scout the competition and they see who they're up against, and like, yo, this guy can do this, or like that guy can do that.
There's actual character development for like not just the main characters, but also like the people that they'll be fighting against. Yeah, when tournament arcs is done right, it's really good.
I really like when they take the time to incorporate that instead of just like giving a character a name and then having them fight someone and whatever the outcome is, the outcome is.
Right.
There's this character's gonna lose because he's fighting against the main character.
Right. There's there's motivation and motives behind the character and like why they're fighting.
And like just without every other fight in the series, nothing was for free. Like except maybe the first round, but they had to fight hard every single time.
Yeah.
Or no, Tagoro's rounds were free.
Tagoro.
Yeah.
His team.
That man scaled through the tournament, no problem.
Yeah, he did. His team. Yeah. They were broken.
One of my favorite parts.
Well, that's making me want to go back and watch it.
You gotta watch it.
Oh yeah,
man.
and that's
You
the
got
other cool thing about this about the Dark Tournament was that it's a team-based tournament.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So you got Yusuke, Kuwabara, Kurama, Hiei, and the Masked Fighter.
The Masked
The
Fighter.
Masked
Masked
Fighter.
Fighter.
And
Yeah.
if
Who
you were
could that
12,
be?
if you were 12 years old, you're probably like, man, who is that? The whole time I was like, all right, man, is this the episode where Genkai gonna take it off?
Hey, were you confused
like-
though when her mask fell off the first time?
Sorry, what happened?
Yeah.
I said, were you confused the first time her mask fell off though?
A little bit. It kind of came. It kind of came to me. If you showed me that at like 16, 15, oh yeah, absolutely. I'd be like, oh, what's
Who the
happening?
heck is that?
Yeah, basically, I was like, what's going on, right? But yeah, I had my suspicions in the beginning, and then they did a good job of, keeping it. They did a good job of revealing it and confusing a lot of viewers. But
Yeah.
I had a little suspicion that it was a younger, or I mean, well, yeah, a younger Genkai, and so, but I obviously didn't know the details. But once they elaborated, it just came together. But yeah, that was a fun little reveal.
Yeah. So like, I don't know about you guys, but I think the Dark Tournament is probably the best saga in the series.
Oh yeah, that was the high point.
It's definitely like a highlight of it. What were some of your favorite fights? Favorite characters from that show up during the during the tournament?
You remember Rinku had the yo-yos?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was wild. I was not ready.
One of my favorite fights was actually I got a couple. What's his name? I gotta remember his name. But when Yusuke fights the guy with the mohawk,
Oh,
Chu.
yeah,
Chu?
The Austrian.
yeah,
That's the other thing I really like about the show is that the characters all have hella different accents, and Chu is Australian.
yep.
That was mad random. Yeah, that was random, but it was extremely entertaining. I loved. I personally loved
It fit his character so well.
Uh-huh.
They had the knife edge fight basically.
The knife edge death match. Hey boys,
Yep.
I gotta say, I hate knives. Okay, I've always hated them. Always been uncomfortable with them. And when he revealed the stipulations or like the conditions of their match within the match, I was like, oh hell no, I'm not trying to. And I saw what they're supposed to. You remember to heal it? I'm not down with that. I was like, man, I was uncomfortable the whole time. I was like, it's disgusting, dude. But yeah, that was a great fight. She was a great character.
Yeah. So basically, just for the listeners, in that last fight that they have Chu and Yusuke, they have two knives on the ground, and their heels have to touch the knives, and they just brawl it out.
They went man mode, like
Yep.
That is
Superman mode, like. But yeah, that fight is dope, and I like obviously Yusuke versus Takuro, but I also like Kurama versus that one guy with the bombs.
Oh, that fight was tight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what was dude's name? Now I gotta look it up and go find it. But it's when he fights Taguro. It's when they're fighting Taguro, Team
Yeah.
Taguro.
Mm.
But that fight is all. I like that fight more than I liked Hiei's fight with the dude with the armor, but I like Kurama's fight more.
Yeah, his name was Karasu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, oh man, they were all terrorizing Team Urameshi, Tagoro's boys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, dude.
It was just straight up.
Elder girl just
Uh-huh.
extra messed up to him.
Younger Taguro is that guy is sadistic.
Boy, that guy lives to fight.
Yeah.
Oh man. How Yusuke beat a guy that flies?
Jin?
Yeah,
Yeah, how he beat Jin? That make no sense. That's 10-0 matchup. What? He really?
Hey, you like how Jin was Irish though?
The accent was on point. It was great.
No idea why he was Irish, but that shit was funny.
Right. I mean, you could ask the same of Jace from Dragon Ball Z. Remember that accent?
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
That was random too. Oh, let's see.
I liked the fight with, who was it? Suzuki. Yeah, Suzuki.
Yes.
Who is that again? I forgot.
The clown.
The clown who came in.
Well, the old man and then the clown.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was just so full of himself, and Genkai gave him the work.
He gave him the experience.
Oh,
That was the even cooler part about that. That was after she gives Yusuke the spirit orb.
Yeah.
So she's already extra weak when she comes back, and she's still with us.
Yeah, so we also see Dragon of the Darkness Flame for the first time.
yes.
That technique, that technique is overkill, man. What the heck is happening right there? Like that man did not deserve to get hit with that because he was not ready.
That's so messed up. That's the first move he does. It's just
right. He just instantly annihilates.
That's my first match in the tournament. I'm just gonna hit you with my strongest attack.
I'm like, man, he really left it all out there. First minute, huh? All right, dude.
Oh man.
And that was Wash. Yoko Kurama. You guys remember?
Yoko Kurama.
Yeah.
That was pretty baller.
That transformation. That when I first saw that, I was like, oh, what's happening?
Yeah.
That was so hard.
It's like, oh, snap.
The all white?
The all white.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like throughout the series, they're like, Kurama used to be this super powerful demon. He was super strong.
Yeah.
And now he's like extra weak because he's stuck in a human body.
Mm-hmm.
And then he finally shows up and he's like, all right, this man is broken.
And he's broken. Help.
The plant manipulation.
He's too strong. The death
The
was that
strategies?
the death was that the death plant or something?
Yeah.
And the big brain strategies.
Yeah,
that's why I like that, but that's part of why I really like that fight with Karasu, because it was kind of both like big brain. They both were like,
oh yeah,
hella smart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, man, they really gotta rename some of these episodes because when I was on Hulu and I was going through this arc, and mind you, spoilers by the way, you've been warned, right?
Been one.
So I'm going through Hulu and I just scroll down a little bit, not like to click on the episode. I don't remember why I scrolled down. I'm dumb. And all I see is the death of Genkai. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh, how they do me like this? I didn't need to know this, man. What the? All right. So I'm like, man. All right. So Genkai dies, yeah. And at this point, I'm just like, man, I gotta say though, I didn't know what was gonna happen after that. I had no idea what would transpire after that. So that was kind of nice. At least I got that, but unfortunately, knew that was coming.
Dude, you spoiled yourself too much.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. I think that was probably the only major spoiler I gotten throughout the entire series, but otherwise it wasn't that bad. I think I did a good job of watching this blind.
Okay.
We forgot one important part of the tournament arc,
Which is?
the announcer.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Shizuru again. You talking about the announcer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
the
survives
furry?
everything.
The furry?
The furry? The beginning?
The origin
The origin?
for a whole generation.
What was her name again?
Oh, I'm trying to find it.
Man, I forgot what her name was.
It's Jerry or
right.
something like that.
All right, Najwa, you looked that up. Carl, you had a hot take about Shizuru.
Oh, Shizuru was fine as hell, dude. She not only was she alive.
Shizuru and what's the dude's name?
What happened? Oh,
The
Sakyo?
dude that, yeah, there we go.
Hey, Sakyo need to chill, bro. He was probably like 30 years, 40 years old. Well, yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, Shizuru, dude. She was of age. She was hella sassy. You know what I mean? And she was like, strong-willed kind of person. Yeah, but I thought she was cool. I thought she was a great older sister to Kuwabara too. Yeah, she was a cool character. So definitely a toss-up between her and Botan. The best girl in this show.
There's two more to add to the list.
So there was Koto and Juri, yeah?
Yeah, Koto and Juri. They were the two announcers.
Uh-huh. I like Koto more than Juri, dude. Juri was like, she was way out of her element. Juri was like, yo, this is a part-time gig. I'm just trying to like sell, I don't know, save up for a car. You know, I didn't know people were gonna be shooting at me. I'm out of here. I'm out of there. I think Spirit.
So yeah, back to you spoiling yourself. Genkai dying. Toguro kills her.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. Toguro kills her, and it's like
right before the final match.
Right before the final match to like enrage Yusuke, and
Yusuke is like mentally broken, man.
Toguro wants to see Yusuke like surpass his limit. Like he wants a fight out of Yusuke. So he's just taunting, he's taunting him, he's talking shit, he's doing all this, and they basically throw away all the rules for like the ring. So they're just fighting in the whole arena. Yusuke is getting whooped, he's mentally broken, and Kuwabara does the sacrifice technique.
Oh man, we almost didn't talk about that.
Kuwabara does the sacrifice. Yusuke wants to give Yusuke some time to recover, so he comes in and he's like, Kuwabara already knows he stands no chance. Kuwabara knows there's no way he can touch the girl, but he's doing it because that's his boy.
Kuwabara is the definition of a real one. He willingly caught bus ass for the boys.
Yep.
And you just see it happen in front of you, and
right in front of Yusuke, and that just that was so that's like Krillin. That's like Krillin dying.
Yeah, that's Krillin
that's basically
dying.
The Krillin death scene on Nappa or Namek.
Yeah. So Kuwabara gets punched in the stomach. Yusuke, sees it. He just like he kind of loses it, and then like the spirit unleash. He gets full power, maximum power, like no emotion or full calmness, like Yusuke.
He gets Ultra Instinct.
He basically gets Ultra Instinct, and just gets like way strong. And then now Toguro can finally bring forth his full 100% power. He can finally fight at 100% when he's been fighting at he's like 60, I think.
Oh, the fact that I think he goes like 90 at one point before he does the full 100, and he's flicking air at him.
Yo, the air bullets.
Yep, that's one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
That's like one of the ugliest transformations I've seen in anime.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that spirit gun he does is baller. The one that one that he blasts him at the stadium for the first time, that was crazy. And then I remember the episode ends and Toguro's like, "Okay, let's go, baby." and I'm like, "This man is still alive. He took it with his chest."
Yep.
That was baller.
You like how Toguro just fights in slacks and loafers?
Yep.
Oh man.
All styles.
Man in the dress pants with the sunglasses on.
Yep.
Oh, he had his sunglasses on. I forgot about that.
Did anybody knock him off of him, or did he take him off on his own?
I think he takes them off.
Oh, you don't.
No.
That's not coming off till he takes it off. Come on. Come on. One can only dream about getting that physique. Sam, you saw this physique? He's crazy, dude.
That crazy. He's got that's that muscle on top of muscle. This man's muscles have muscles.
How your chest bigger than your whole waist? How'd that work? Anyway, I think what I loved about Toguro is not just how menacing he was, and the writers definitely did a good job at showing how truly terrifying and powerful he was. But I at this point in the fight, I was kind of concerned about I didn't know anything about him yet. Like still to up to this point, I knew very little. Like the only the most you learn is between him and Genkai, and there was a there was tension between them. Oh man, you remember the tweet? Hey Naj, Maz, you remember the tweet that night when I saw that episode? Remember my tweet was like, "Yo, Genkai to girl smashed word." I forgot about that. I tweeted that night because
I remember that.
I was just like, oh snap. So there was tension, yeah. And at this point, I was like, okay, we haven't really explored, and then they actually do a good job in one episode. Not even this is not even an entire arc tour. This is literally one episode, and they basically they basically go into his backstory and his history with Genkai, and and he actually regrets what he's done, and in the end you learn that he not only does he want Yusuke to break out and live up to his potential, but he wants a good fight, and he wants him to beat him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I think they did a really good job fleshing out Toguro.
They did.
Yeah,
like you get to understand his motivation as a character, and then you see how him and Genkai drift off, and how he sees a little bit of himself in Yusuke.
Yeah,
and he wants Yusuke to do better than him, basically.
Yeah. So yeah, that was once I saw that episode, I was really satisfied. I love Toguro as a villain, and I wish all the villains were written more or less the same way, if not better.
Right.
But yeah, entertaining, dude. The Dark Tournament was popping.
It was super good.
Yeah, the Dark Tournament's one of those sagas in an anime that you can just go back to and watch on its own.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just enjoy it.
Yeah, and because of animes like Dragon Ball and YuYu Hakusho, and now a tournament arc is pretty normal now. Right? Yeah. You see, it
kind of set the stage for tournament arcs in a way.
Oh yeah.
Between this and Dragon Balls,
this and Dragon Ball, now tournament arcs are like if it ain't got a tournament arc,
what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Hey, if it don't got a tournament arc, it better get an exam, right?
Right.
There need to be an exam. Right? See, Demon Slayer don't got a tournament. At least from what I know, I don't read it, but at least from what I've known. But it got an exam in the beginning.
Did have the exam or a tournament. You need one of those two
to succeed. Okay.
So next chapter or next is chapter Black.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the next chapter? I forgot completely. Now
it's the Sensu.
Oh, Sensui. Oh yeah, Sensui. I remember.
Oh, and
it kind of just blurs into the final arc too.
It does. Because honestly, that arc, I didn't even really I watched it, but it's not very memorable. It really isn't. It's not. Doesn't really stick really.
Yeah, there were definitely parts of it.
Wish.
Oh no, go ahead.
Shortened. Yeah, I kind of wish they would have shortened this arc and let the last arc go longer.
Yeah, I agree. I actually do agree with that.
Because I know Carl has some issues with some of the characters in this.
I definitely had some issues.
And so after during chapter Black, we find out that Togoro's demon class.
Yeah.
Oh, they introduced classes. If your anime
your
anime right now don't got classes, what are you doing?
They introduced the power scaling basically after they fight Toguro.
So Toguro, after all the crazy shit he was doing, and then it's man, this guy's ridiculous. You find out this man's only B class.
Yeah.
He's only a B class demon. And it's wait, what? And it goes up to upper S.
Yeah. That's a classic anime trope.
Yep.
And then when Kurama and Hiei find out what rank they were, they're like, oh,
yep. But after Toguro and Yusuke, I think that's when that's when Hiei and Yusuke are kind of more on like equal terms. Like they're I
Same
don't know.
power.
They're both pretty powerful at this point. And Kurama's still powerful too. Kuwabara, you know, he ain't got
Kuwabara gets the upgrade.
he does get the upgrade, but he's still just human.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, like I like the concept of this arc, but I don't know. It just felt kind of long.
The territories and stuff. Yeah.
Well, not even like the power of it, not really, but like the general like concept of the arc. So basically, just doing like a really quick summary of it. The main antagonist of this arc is a former spirit detective, and he's actually broken.
Oh, yeah.
And there's this thing called I think it's a chapter Black Tapes.
Yeah.
And basically it's like all of the horrible crap that humans have done to like the demons and all this. And he's like been showing this to people, trying to get them to like convert and like follow him. And you have to stop it basically.
And
he's trying to do some stuff where like the tape shows to everybody in Demon or something. I don't remember.
His motive is he trying to punish humanity?
Basically
for its crimes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
that's basically what it is.
Classic anime trope.
Yeah, pretty common.
Yeah, so it's like a really like it's a good execution and all that, but I think the characters are kind of lacking.
Okay, I only really want to bring this up when we talk about this arc, and I have issues with two different characters. It's just I don't like Kaito because when they introduce Kaito, you know what I'm talking about. He got the fro and the glasses, right? I hate Kaito, dude. He's just pretentious from the beginning. And it's not even the redeeming. He had no redeeming qualities. It's not even the cool kind of pretentious, right? Like the cool confident. Like nah, it's like on some, right? Like
he had the Kurama jealousy.
Man, it's like it's fake.
That man was extra jealous of Kurama the whole time.
It's fake, dude.
Oh man,
it's actually fake. Like he thinks he's hard, but like he's some high school kid, right? Yeah, that sounds about right. Like he thinks he's hard because he got these. I hate Kaito. And you know what I mean? They put him in his place. I'm like, all right, everything's back in. Everything's in order now. So I got
wait. No redeeming qualities.
No, Kaito has zero redeeming qualities. What's cool about Kaito? Give me one. I don't understand. Like, what? Please, give me one with Kaito. Otherwise, I don't know. Like,
Really
I don't.
did it? Even when him and Kurama tried to fight the kid, he couldn't stack up to Kurama.
Kaito.
He's got glasses. Oh man,
I don't like Kaito. Like, because you can be. There are some characters that I enjoy watching that are arrogant and they're very confident, but like they have some redeeming qualities, right? They have a reason to feel like they do. But Kaito is just like that because he's a dumbass kid. Like he has no like what is you know what I mean? And you grow out of that eventually. But yeah, I just think he's annoying from the get go, and then it's just funnier that he gets washed. Like, so yeah, it's him, and it's a
it's I've been waiting.
Sniper might be the worst character in the whole show, dude. I'm just gonna be completely honest. That character's trash, dude. How you get this man Akira's bike, right? The Akira bike. I'm pretty sure. I think that's he had it, right?
Yeah,
because he had a kind of a resemblance to. It's been a while, right? But
it's pretty close to that like aesthetic.
Yeah, so they introduced Sniper. I'm like, oh, this man never misses. That's kind of OD. You watch that show again. What does he hit? Please tell me what he hits. Other than I think he chases Yusuke on the bike eventually, and he does hit like the vehicle, but not Yusuke. But other than that, man is missing, and man is not hitting anything. Can't hit the broadside of a bar. I'm like, how does man sniper, bro? He didn't hit anything. Like,
oh man,
he might be the worst character on the show with the most misleading name. Like, I don't understand.
He misses everything.
Dude, So that was one of the funniest things. Like, so Carl was watching this like ahead of me, so he was tweeting about stuff, and I was like, I finally got to Sniper, and I'm like, dude, this really might be one of the worst characters ever in anime.
He's so garbage. Like
even his power is whack. I think he only has like a 30-kilometer radius, which is barely like a couple miles. He's just useless.
Garbage. He looks so cool too. That's my gripe. I thought he looked like a great character. He's aesthetically pleasing. He had that cool, calm demeanor, right?
And he's just garbage.
For someone
he
that
doesn't
cool,
hit anybody.
Yeah, I agree. For someone that cool and calm, man, he seems to be perfectly content with missing everything he throws. Man, at one point, remember he out the window and trying to hit Botan? Oh my god! How you let Botan? How you not get Botan?
And his ammo too. His ammo was like rocks or whatever he could find.
Yeah,
I got some quarters in my pocket.
Man, got the marbles on deck.
Still done. It's like the only person he hit was it was like the random psychic that they're using to like help find other psychics.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's like the only person he hits. It's not even like a main character.
Oh man,
Useless.
I'm telling you, Sam. If you decide to rewatch
just skip.
Don't even skip it. Just listen to what we're saying, and then the glass will shatter in your head. You'll be like, "Oh man, this guy actually is trash. Like, what is this?" Anyway, that's all I got to say about this arc. I mean, otherwise, I still enjoyed it, not as much as the Dark Tournament, but overall, the plot was cool. You know, like most of the characters, you know, were fine to me. I had no real issue with anyone else, but yeah, Sensui is cool. His motive has been done. It you know, it's sent to be a popular kind of mentality for like villains, right? And then Sensui, he was pretty menacing. I like Taguro more, but I enjoyed this arc.
Yeah, Sensui was a cool character.
Yeah.
The fight was disappointing though. Yeah. So yeah, it all kind of just flows into like the final arc. It was just unsatisfying how the fight ends. It's like, all right, this man just shows you a brand new power, a sacred energy from that you've never seen before. It's supposed to be extra broken, and then Yusuke one-shots him basically at the end of the fight. And it wasn't even like him doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's when he what's it called, right? The demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but Sensui had the fit though. He saw the outfit. He saw the slick back
gold
hair.
armor.
He put
Each man had the gold armor though.
The gold armor.
The gold armor.
Mm-hmm.
He had the fit. Yeah. I mean, at least he looked fresh and he's getting bodied.
But that fight's pretty broken when they end up going to Demon World and Yoko Kurama's Yoko Kurama, Hiei, and I can't remember if Kuwabara is there too. I think Kuwabara fights too.
I thought he stayed because he had to open up the
portal,
right?
Open it. Yeah, I think he goes too because he has to open it.
Okay.
And then he jumps on and flies over to Demon World, and then Yusuke shows up and just bodies, basically.
Yeah.
They didn't even have to fight. They were like, wait.
Yeah, because Kuwabara was pissed too because he was dead.
Yeah.
Yusuke was dead. So they all go get revenge.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
The battle music.
I had to bring that up on YouTube.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And then what's next? Is it Dark Tournament 2 or is it Dark
final,
Tournament 2
the
or is it
final
called Demon Tournament?
Something like that. I forgot.
It's called the Three King Saga. Yeah, it's the Demon World tournament basically.
That one I have to rewatch too because that I don't know. I think because of how good the Dark Tournament was, like that next tournament was just kind of like lackluster. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hella fast too. So
yeah.
If anyone wants to recap it real quick, you can do that, but
No, because if
I've
you
got some stuff I want to say
well,
about it.
I actually don't blame Sam at all for this one because it's still pretty fresh in my mind. I do remember watching it last year, and you can tell that the writers were pressed for time at this point, or they were supposed to end it because this tournament actually had
It's pretty rushed.
potential, but it was rushed. Like there was a lot
Yeah.
of like, bro, they had like every demon fighting, and this goes from episode
It's like
95
12 episodes.
to 112.
they wrapped that up.
Yeah, it is wrapped up.
It's
Right?
just one fight, right?
And
Yomi?
it's not even. So here's the other thing too. It's not even like all of that is a tournament. It's like episode 100 and something that the tournament actually starts, and the
Yeah.
series ends at 112.
Uh-huh.
Oh dang.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god!
But yeah, I don't blame you at all for just needing to, or just it being an afterthought. So
Yeah.
it's not as fleshed
The first
out.
time I watched the series, let me just say this real quick. The first time I watched the series, I don't really remember the ending tournament that well. Like the only thing I really remember is that you find out that Yusuke is like part demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
That's
tight.
like the only thing I remember. But rewatching it, I was like, okay, it's a lot better than I remember it being.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have to watch it again.
It's always too short for me.
Yeah.
If they ever remake the series, or because there were talks of a live action or a movie a couple years
So
ago.
the live action's in production.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's coming to Netflix. I sent you guys a picture.
Speaking of live action, someone was telling me that there's going to be a live action One Piece, and I almost.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
that's-
coming to Netflix.
Wait,
That's
that's
It's
real?
coming to Netflix,
Really?
and Oda's behind it.
If-
Oda's
okay,
got some instruction for
So
it.
that's what I was worried of, because I was like, if you don't put the man behind the screen, it ain't gonna work.
I don't
Actually,
know how it's going to turn
I don't
out.
know how it's gonna turn out, but I mean, I'm a little less worried than what I was, but still, live action and anime, I haven't seen.
It doesn't seem to mix very well.
No, it
What,
doesn't.
you guys didn't like the Dragon Ball movie?
I still won't watch that.
oh
That
wait,
movie
You
is
didn't
gonna
like
stay up.
Death
Have
Note
you seen
live
Death
action?
Note?
wait,
It's
wait,
gonna
hold
stay
on. The
unwatched.
Death Note live action. I actually sat through that.
I did too.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of sad. I don't know. I really.
My siblings liked it, but they never seen anime either. So
No. That's the
Ah.
thing. If that movie is actually not that bad if you've never seen the Death Note, but if you've seen Death Note and then you watch it, you'd be like, "What the hell is this?" Like,
hey, Willem Dafoe though,
it starts as Death Note and then it's not Death Note eventually.
but it has Willem Dafoe in it. So
No.
And you know what though? That's sad because they wasted his performance. Willem Dafoe as Ryuk.
it was actually good. That's
Yeah,
the
he
best
was-
part of this.
He was sick, and that's the only good part about that movie. So no disrespect to that guy, because that guy did work, right? So anyway, just real quick on that One Piece live action. Again, I'm not even close to caught up, but who playing Nami though? That's the most important.
I don't think they have the cast out yet. So
All right, well,
So I heard a rumor that they released where all the Straw Hats were going to, their nationalities
from?
if it was the real world, and they're trying to
oh
stick
yeah,
to
Oda
that.
did that a long time ago.
Yeah,
Okay,
Trying to
that'd be
stick to that.
interesting. That means Luffy would be
Okay.
Brazilian then.
yeah.
okay,
Oh,
that's cool.
nice.
That's cool.
Luffy's Brazilian, Zoro's Japanese, Usopp is from Africa somewhere.
Uh,
Just
Oh,
all
yeah.
of Africa.
We need all that represent. We need all nationality representation from every
Hey.
country.
I want to say Nami is like some European country. I can't remember which one.
It's like Swedish or something.
Yeah, something like I was gonna say Switzerland, but Swedish might be right. Sanji's France, I believe.
Yeah.
Frankie is US, of course.
Hell yeah.
I think Robin. I don't remember.
Russian.
Okay.
Russia. Okay, that makes sense.
Sorry to interject, but after you saying that, since I'd never seen Death Note, I had to go watch a little quick scene of Ryuk
Oh
voicing him.
no.
And the first comment
Okay.
on there was Ryuk's design and his voice by William Dafoe were the only good things in this movie.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
literally that's it.
So that's
Like
that
that's
is very
all I
accurate.
remember. That's actually facts.
Oh man,
Man,
dang
don't watch
heck of
that
people. The
garbage.
only thing I like about this is Ryuk.
So sad because he's so sick. He does Green Goblin too in Spider-Man 1.
Yeah.
And Yeah, he's a great actor, but yeah, that movie's save your time there. Don't.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
Sam, you're right though. Live action and anime tend to not
it's
mix
hard.
very
Like
well.
they don't tend to do well. I hate it. I hate that it is, but that's just what it is.
I mean,
Well,
the problem.
let's see, guys. It took. My bad.
No, it's cool. What were you gonna say, Moss?
Okay. It took comic book movies, 20 plus years to get good.
That's true.
So maybe we finally got to the point now where anime can actually be good live action.
I
And
think we need 10 more years.
Yeah, that's sad that Naj is right, and then Moss makes a good point here. It took a really long time, and that's for American comics. This
Yeah.
is what this anime is Japanese. Yeah, you know we be butchering stuff from other countries, right? So we just the research needs to be done. Respect needs to be paid to the culture, and we gotta actually cast the appropriate people. That's a whole other podcast, but yeah.
The Avatar movie.
Oh my gosh.
No, I still haven't watched that.
I still haven't watched it. I've seen the
Same.
scenes. You talking about Ung?
Yeah. They can get the names right.
Talking about Ung? Sam, you know about Ung?
Can't. Ugh.
You watch a clip, you hear Ung. I'm like, oh, okay.
Why'd they do that?
Oh man.
Why the names wrong? What is this? He said Ung. I'm done.
Oh man.
Oh.
But yeah. Jumping back to YuYu Hakusho real quick. One of the biggest gripes I have with the series is the ending of the last arc in general, but like the ending altogether. Like the last arc, it feels like they finally get to developing all the characters, except for Kuwabara because he's stuck on Earth. But they actually develop everybody, and it's like, dude, let this keep going.
Right.
Like, it gets to the point where I'm like, finally, it's getting like really, like it's getting.
Wait, don't
it's
we?
Getting a lot better.
We find out. Don't they talk a little bit about Yusuke's dad? Was his dad a demon, or was his?
So they don't talk about his dad specifically. Like his dad's never actually mentioned in the series.
Yeah.
His
basically what
grandpa's
happens.
Ryzen, right?
Basically like his ancestral grandpa. So
Okay.
the way it works, like his demon DNA is like basically dormant in somewhere within Yusuke's bloodline, and it didn't awaken until somebody was like strong enough to actually be able to utilize it. So yeah, that's basically what happens. But yeah, it's just like you're like so much stuff got expanded, and then it just ends.
They just drop it.
Damn. Yeah, it's like, all right, well, at least everything's like over, but it's still like I would like if it were to keep going, I wouldn't be mad about it.
Yeah.
You guys know what this means, right? The Yu Hakusho remake.
Or the sequel series.
Can you imagine?
His son?
Yeah. No. I'm talking about. Say what it said.
I'll pull a Boruto.
Oh,
hell.
Or Yashahime.
Yeah.
I still gotta see that.
Oh, Boruto.
I'm gonna watch
Boruto.
You know, Jerome is getting hyped for Bleach.
Oh no.
Bleach
He's getting hyped for they're doing the final arc or whatever animated, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, Jerome.
Oh man. But yeah, it's just so much stuff they could have added to, like, kept going with the series.
Yeah.
They're supposed to do a special, but that was like 2 years ago, and I haven't seen anything yet.
I want to see the special because they could have done. Yeah. They could turn that whole last arc into a movie.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a special, 12 episode, 26 episode series.
It's already 12 episodes.
12 real episodes.
12, yeah.
Not like 3 training montages just to see one fight between.
Yeah. Well, overall, I enjoyed the series. After watching this for the first time, it actually did make its way into my top 5. I think just because of when it was released, just because of the impact it had on anime, and just how memorable the characters are. Like even if you don't think about the plot, like I know exactly who Yusuke, Hiei, Kuwabara, Kurama, Botan are. You know what I mean? All those guys were very distinct from each other, and it, yeah, it set the stage, just like Sam was saying, for tournament arc anime, the shonen type anime, and it came out, and it's not like
Early
it's
90s.
it's old, but not like super old. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's but yeah, it's got its place in history, and I hope people, they look back like, hey, this is a cool show, right? And then they check it out.
Yeah, I think people need to give Yu Hakusho the respect it deserves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the anime is OD.
It holds up.
Yeah, it holds up
Oh
really
yeah,
well.
yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
Hold up. Right.
Guys, favorite characters.
Favorite
Your favorite characters?
Yeah.
Kuwabara.
I respect that.
Yep.
I respect that.
Respectful answer.
He may not be the strongest, but like that man did this. He did the self-sacrifice twice.
It's for the boys.
He did it for the boys. He, he's always down to throw down.
Never
He's super
stop
just, never stop fighting.
Got the
fighting.
best
You're
voice
Messi.
You're Messi. That alone is, if you gave me that as your only reason, I'd get cool with that. That is classic.
Like
y'all know Carl's the sniper.
the sniper.
That is
My man Sniper.
Oh man, that is right in the trash.
Yo, what was he
Is that
like?
the dice?
One for like 800 or something.
Yeah,
like
we
that?
don't talk about that.
Like,
We
how
just
many
don't think
shots did
about.
he shoot?
We don't think about the percentage. It's one too many, is what it is.
Oh, damn.
Man, that guy's trash. Anyway, my favorite character. My favorite character. I think my favorite character is probably Kurama. To tell you the truth, I love Kurama in this show. I think he's just being able to kick somebody's ass, but he's just he needs a reason to. Very reserved, very kind, very polite. And what's cool is he wasn't even super kind and polite in the first place. Right? He was a demon, and he, establishes a home on Earth, and he has a has a human mother, and then he changes, and that to me is beautiful. In any form of literature, media, you name it, like he makes a change, and he's just hella cool. Like he just washes somebody. He could wash you, but very polite, very kind, hella cool ass character. I love Kurama.
Wow. I like. I like. It's a toss up. I like Yusuke, but I also like Hiei. And
yeah, two great choices. Yeah.
I like. I just like Yusuke's development throughout the whole series. He, he starts off. He's like this kind of I know everything kind of cocky guy, and he still keeps some of that, but he's like humbled.
Yeah.
He gets humbled later on, and then Hiei kind of the same way. He hits a point where he's just kind of humble and knows that like he kind of realize. I like when he kind of realizes like, yo, I need to get stronger. Like
swallow his pride.
Yeah, he had to swallow the pride and be like, all right, I gotta train, because he was always, he kind of always one of the strongest, and then seeing everyone else develop, he's like, nope.
Like
Can't
I gotta
be sitting around.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he is definitely very similar to Vegeta in that pride sense, and like he's essentially like top, like up there with the top strongest, and then he has acknowledgement of like his friends and all that.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say watching people who demonstrate good work ethic is always entertaining. You watch someone with Hiei, and it's like Hiei, he's like, oh, dude, I'm sleeping. Yusuke, same thing. I'm sleeping. I got to put in work.
Hey, that I gotta give a shout out to. Speaking of work ethic, Hajime no Ippo. You want to see some work ethic?
The plug. You saw the
wanna see-
plug?
You want to see some work ethic? Yeah, I saw the plug.
Yeah, it's another great anime though.
Yeah.
Needs a new season.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I would love that.
How long is that show?
70.
It's not very long.
Well, the first portion of it is like I think 70-ish episodes, and then they add like another I don't know,
Might be like 3
24 or
seasons after
something.
that.
Yeah, it might be 3 seasons, something like that. But
And those are all like 20 some episodes each.
yeah.
So it's probably like 100 and change right now.
Super solid. And it's one of those ones where the animation gets better. Because it started off, this is old, like this one's been going on for a while. So it's got the older animation early on, but then it gets more crisp. You know, once the technology evolved, so did the animation.
One day, I'm gonna check it out because boxing kind of OD.
Yo, speaking of sports animes, I want to watch. Was it I can't even say the name.
Haikyuu?
Haikyuu. There we go.
Watch it, Sam.
I want to watch it.
Haikyuu's OD. I had no idea volleyball was godlike until I watched Haikyuu.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that one out.
Yeah, you gotta get back on me on that one because that one's pretty satisfying to watch.
Right now, I'm watching Golden Kamui.
Oh, I love
okay.
that one.
Okay. Oh, that's me googling it. I even that's me. I'm not. Instead of silence, that was me. All right, I'm in there. Okay, now I'm familiar. Okay.
I never watched the anime, but I love the manga.
You ready? I mean, I always end up like watching something, and then if like the anime hits like a, you know, they always have their ending points. Then I'll go and I'll check the manga out.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's
Yep.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Hey Carl, there's 130-ish episodes of Ippo.
Doable.
Yeah.
Doable. You know what I mean? Yep. I gotta watch it because I love protagonists like him, so it should be a fun watch.
And that's where one of my favorite anime songs comes from too. I remember telling you guys about it.
Oh yeah.
Yep. One of the openings.
It's too hype. Might have to check that out.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything else you want to touch up on before we come to a close?
Nothing too much. I mean, if you haven't seen YuYu Hakusho, go check it out. Like we said, all the arcs are good. The best arc is the Dark Tournament arc. If you skip everything else and just watch that arc, you can still say you watch YuYu Hakusho.
I wouldn't even be mad. I'm not gonna lie. I would not be mad. You watch Darker. That conclusion with Taguro and you know, making amends with Genkai.
Yeah.
That's a good place to end. Why not? That's cool.
Spoilers aside, it's good to watch. Like just the action, the tension, everything, the atmosphere. Man, it's perfect.
Yeah.
And like Sam said, when that battle music comes on,
oh, you know about to go down.
Yep.
yeah. I mean, there's nothing really else to say about it.
It's better than My Hero.
I haven't seen My Hero, so I
you haven't seen My Hero at all.
No.
No, really. I did not know that.
It's funny because I keep trying to get my younger cousin to watch old animes. She keeps trying to get me to watch My Hero.
Okay.
It's not happening. I just feel like I'm too far behind. I don't want to catch up.
It's like 70 some episodes.
To be honest, yeah, My Hero is not that long at all. I mean, it's still going. If you ask me, you know, someone's been watching anime for a while, I gotta say, My Hero is good. I think it's good. I don't think it's like the best thing ever made, but it's more. I think that's more because I'm just biased and I've just seen other stuff. But My Hero to me is good. It's pretty solid.
I think it's good too.
Yeah, I think it's great. If you ask someone a little younger, they'll probably tell you it's their favorite anime, and you know what? That's fair.
Yeah,
that's what they
that's
grew
for
up
them.
with. That's for
their
them.
generation.
It's fun, but I cannot for the life of me remember any of the villain names. And
That doesn't matter. There's two. Nobody knows anybody's name in that show. There's 200
Yeah, I
characters.
can barely remember the characters in that show, and that's I think a problem.
There's so many. There are so many people in that particular class that I sometimes know what their names are, and I more often than not don't.
I forget. I know. I think majority of them I know. A lot of them, though, I do forget. I'm like, I know what their quirk and like powers are, but I don't know. I don't remember the characters.
Right.
It took me, I think, more than the first season to remember that Deku was Deku. So
It's okay, dude. Doesn't matter if you remember that guy's name. This is a whole other podcast, but that character sucks. I hate that character. I hate Midoriya.
Wait, isn't that the main character?
Yeah, I hate Midoriya. I actually do. I'm a huge Midoriya hater, and you can end the podcast right here.
We'll wrap it up here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Let us know if you're going to watch YuYu Hakusho and any other anime reviews, requests that you might want us to cover. I'm sure we're going to have to explain ourselves with My Hero Academy.
That character sucks.
Some point. But thanks for popping on, Sam. We always appreciate your insight on anime.
Right, thank you for having me again.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Took a little while, but
Oh, it's all good. We got you.
No worries.
What happens, bro?
All right, so this has been Whispering Tears, Westsidious, and Mossta, and we'll see you guys later.
Later.
Peace out.